One word frees us of all the weight and pain in life. That word is love. Everyone wants to be loved and to love, but not many people actually understand what love is. There's a couple different common ideas. One is the blue pill version, which is that love is some kind of intangible thing that's completely separate from all traits. That's where you get questions like, would you still love me if I was a worm? It doesn't make much sense, but there's this feeling that we want of unconditional love. We don't want there to be any reason why you love somebody, but to love anyway. It's also things like soulmates. We believe there's some sort of connection between two people that is permanent, everlasting, and transcends physical things. A slight variation on that idea is that love is based on personality. So, two people who have personalities that match with each other become connected. This also has its flaws, though, because it means that if someone came along with a better personality, then they would be selected. And it completely ignores the weight of physical attraction and other attraction factors. It's it's obvious if you've ever looked around that personality is not the only thing that matters when it comes to dating. However, the opposite view, which is the black pill view, is that love isn't really real. All it is a collection of traits, which makes someone rare and desirable. For instance, maybe they are attractive and they also have a large amount of humor or intelligence or something like that. It's a combination which is rare and is appealing specifically to you. But of course, this also has the problem that if someone came along with better traits, then you would leave your partner for them. It would be the logical move. Not only is this like an empty ideology that doesn't feel good to believe in, but it's also not actually how people behave. Like, people like Clavicular believe in this because they're very insecure and scared. They think that their girlfriend or their wife would leave them if a better option came along. That's why they're always trying to improve themselves. But it's a very, very insecure type of ideology. I mean, some people do behave that way, but most people, once they're with someone, they don't look for other people. So that leaves all of these theories so far as inadequate to actually explain what love is. And it's important to say that they are grasping at something that's real. Like, your traits are important, they're definitely the floor. You've got to meet a certain threshold of traits to even be considered by someone, like physical, but also personality. And many relationships, especially modern ones, are based purely on traits, and I would say are very shallow. However, true love is formed from uniqueness, but traits are not unique. There's always someone out there who's better in some way, in some dimension, than you. True uniqueness is formed through experiences and memories, meaning that love is something that is built and not discovered. So if you've had a relationship with someone ever since you were 15 years old and now you're 30, even if someone else came along that was more attractive or funnier, it doesn't matter because the shared experience that you have with this person is so unique, so powerful, and they're such an important part of your life that they're a part of you that you can't let go. You really love them. You have this built up experience that's irreplaceable. For love, someone needs to feel special and rare to you. A lot of people confuse this with objective rarity. Somebody who's beautiful, hilarious, or brilliant, but then they would be the only ones that were sought after. Love would be a competition, but that's, again, the black pill view. But it's not how it works. It's based more on subjective rarity. There might be millions of people with similar traits. There might be millions of people who are better than the person that you're with. But there's only one person that's experienced all those moments with you. Only one person who remembers that conversation you had when you were 17. Only one person who's seen you go through all your different phases. Only one person who's stuck by you throughout everything. That's what makes them rare. They're not rare to the world, but they're rare to you. If everyone was a commodity based only on their traits, then people would only pick the exceptional ones. That's why, as we see now on dating apps, they only pick people who are incredibly physically attractive. But real relationships are not about being exceptionally rare. They're about feeling exceptionally rare. This person, even if you sum together their traits and they weren't anything special, it doesn't matter because they're yours. And that is the unique thing. Love is something that shows up when you stop comparing others. It's when they become irreplaceable. That's what love is. And we used to see this so much more often when people met young and built their entire lives together. That type of bond was so unique because you understand that both of you are very special and unique to each other. Your first girlfriend is more special than your second. Why? Because you had some experiences with her that are unique and they're your first times. And the second one, while she might be great, it won't necessarily live up to that first experience. That's why, again, in the past, they met so much younger and they stayed together the whole time. They were each other's first everything. And that really created a special, unique bond. And that love is kind of separate from attraction. Again, as long as you're at least somewhat attractive, then the love is built on top of it. So, really, what is love? I would say loving someone is the process of someone becoming special to you. Not that they're initially special, but that they become unique through your shared experiences. The experience that you both had of each other changing. So, that changing, if you've seen someone through many different phases, different versions of themselves, you've built up a rich history of them. You are in love. I think we can all try to work towards love. Of course, there needs to be that baseline, but you can take that baseline and build on top of it to make something so much better. So, really, what is love? It's the almost delusional belief that the person you're with is special and the one for you. And this belief is built through having shared experiences with them until they become irreplaceable. So, yeah, that's about it. So, yeah.